Hi everyone, welcome back to Beach Angel Tarot. I'm going to do my May love story energy and we're going to dive right in here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and to those that are new, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Beach Angel Tarot. I have been trying to interact with everybody more on my community page, so you can find pictures of me there and my what's going on in my life there. I'm no longer on Facebook or Instagram, and I like to interact with everyone, so I've got guided to start to post more there so you can find out more about me and what I'm doing there. If you have any suggestions for readings, please feel free to put them in the comments or somewhere on the community page. I think you can comment on those pictures. Yeah, you can comment there. Comment there or send me an email and I'll be glad to fill that request. We have a request for a financial reading and I just did that and posted it the other day. Yesterday I did a full moon in Scorpio, so if you haven't caught that reading, you may want to catch it. It's a rather long one, but it was an interesting reading. So let's focus on the love energies for May. Guardian angel, Archangel Michael, to guide and protect our time and space. Love energies for May, and it is love language, physical touch. A tender touch means so much. So there's physical connection, and this one is coming out. Fearless love, a courageous leap into the unknown. And I'm going to pull another one here. And we have one more, and it's signs and clues. The universe is talking to you. So there's guidance, there's fearless love. This feels like the Fool card, like a new adventure, right? It's like leap into the unknown. So there's a lot about the next chapter, perhaps, that is unknown as of now. We're going to get a unicorn looking at the energy for love for May, focusing on May's love energy. Oh, it fell. I love it when it falls out. It's patience. Pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play while you wait. So the energy of patience is coming in to the month. So it may not be the time for something. Maybe, but patience to me, it says not, but let's just see what the reading says, because it's talking about, patience for me talks about Seven of Pentacles, and Seven of Pentacles is about timing. But they are saying play while you wait. So there's no need to get frustrated or worked up, or, you know. Okay, so who are you in your love story? What energy surrounds you in your love story at this time? So who are you being right now in your love story? And it is storyteller. So you are writing the narrative is the words I'm hearing. You are writing the narrative, whether you believe you are in charge or not. You are definitely writing the narrative. And the little owl sitting on her shoulder, there is a lot of wisdom. And I feel like there's a lot of self-love. This feels like, to me, the Nine of Pentacles in regards. I'm going to add one of these cards to this. So we're going to do two. There's a lot of self-love. There's a lot of inner wisdom. I'm getting like a high priestess vibe. But you're writing the narrative, I feel, from within. So, you know, utilizing your inner landscape to bring about what you want to see in regards to the connection. So it's like you're writing the narrative, they're saying. So who are you in your love story? What energy surrounds you at this time? And I feel like you're connected to higher guidance as well. I'm guided to her headdress and the feather there along with the owl. These two want to come up, and it's crossroad and separation. So you may be at, you know, a decision point. Like, do I stay or do I go? That kind of thing. So this may be something that you're contemplating, not sure which way to go in this, but Spirit is reminding you you're in charge of the narrative here. Your decision, your call. This may be something that's kind of up to you, which way to take it, to stay in the connection or go, or what to make of the connection. It's all up to you, is what they're saying. Undercurrent there is recognition. So there could be a strong recognition of somebody, but you know, that doesn't always mean you need to stay in a relationship that isn't working. You know, it doesn't mean that you need to to do that. But let's move on. Where your partner stands in this love story in May. What is their character? How are they behaving? That's too many. Sunshine Girl. So, if your partner is a male, take no worry to the heat of the gender. This person's got a lot of positivity. The girl can factor in where they may be a little bit more in their feminine energy. They may be in a softer energy than when you may be connected to them before or in the past. They may feel softer. They may be feeling more, I don't want to say motherly, but feminine, but not in like a weird, oh my gosh, you know, not manly. But in a way that they're more optimistic and softer in the way they relate to you, because it's saying how are they behaving. They're very optimistic. They've maybe softened. They're just open. They're receptive to what's happening. So yeah, I like to see that. So a lot of, and the yellow is the solar chakra. So a lot of willpower, a lot of strength and confidence in that softness. So they don't feel like they're being vulnerable. They don't feel vulnerable in that energy either. So that's a good, healthy feeling that's coming from that. So where they stand in this story is they're standing confidently in their softer feminine side in regards to you. Where is your partner? And then it's cycles flipped out there. And there's one here that I want to see, this one. And it's forgiveness. So maybe they're like, I almost feel like she's crossing her fingers like, oh, please, like, it's like maybe hoping that they're optimistic perhaps that there'll be another cycle of forgiveness. Like, will you take them back? Because you're contemplating on what's happening, you know, am I staying, am I going? A realization that you're in more control here than maybe you had once thought, or, you know, we're always in control, but our fears can make us feel otherwise. And it's funny because this one's separated, it's ripped, and hers is whole. So I feel like you've come into yourself here, back here on you. You've come into a lot of wholeness in your heart space. And, you know, maybe come a long way in healing your own heart. And just like you're thinking, okay, maybe they've come back, or they're wanting some sort of, because forgiveness implies second chance, implies another cycle of forgiveness. And you're thinking, don't know. I've been, you know, I've come a long way. I feel really good. My heart is whole and healed. You know, you may have started a narrative for your future on your own, but they're like very optimistic. They are standing firm in this feeling of having softened and wanting another cycle of forgiveness or another round without, I'm hearing the words without the past. So the forgiveness feels like a judgment kind of energy, like the judgment card, like we're starting over without the past. That's kind of the feeling. The stance is the word that this person's taking. Like, I want to start again without the past. Can we just leave the past behind us? And I feel like you're going to see a change in their energy. They're a little bit softer coming at you or coming towards you than they had been. But they're confident. They don't feel, because of the bright yellow. And then we have the throat chakra in the flower. We have the white and the purity, the groundedness in this one. This one feels a little brown. So there's a nice balance here. There's a huge want to communicate, I feel. Excuse me, my throat is coughing. The white is that pure energy and groundedness. So I feel like they want to clear up some sort of communication too, I feel. So yeah. That's where they're standing. What or who is blocking you from moving to the next chapter in your love story? Who or what is blocking you? Ooh. Joy and the well-being came out. So it's energy, right? It's energetic. Like how happy, you know, the well-being goes back to the heart that's separated and ripped, and then this one and it says happy heart and joy. So that's something that's keeping you blocked. Perhaps having come, like I feel it's going back to you, having come so far in your own path of your own happiness, perhaps having been separated from this person, and back they come, and you're like, yeah, you know what, my heart is happy, my heart is full, I'm starting to write a new story of my own journey, on my own direction. So because of that, you know, because these are not negatives in any way, shape, or form. So I feel like because of that degree of happy heart that you've become whole and joy that you've found for yourself, you're like, do I really want to do this again? You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. But let's see what else could be blocking you from your next chapter with this person. There it is, the decisions, right? We're back to the signposts, the signs, and then third party. Like, it's like a red flag, right? You know what I mean? Like, there's a wedge, there's something here. Are the signs pointing towards a third party, or are the signs pointing away from a third party? If you feel the signs are pointing to a third party, you may be feeling like that's a block. And, you know, is that going to be something that you can, you know, do you want that to let that steal your, you know, whether this be third party in your life or their life? Third party doesn't necessarily mean even it's a person. It could be a job. It could be other energies, other responsibilities. But now we've got the signpost 2 times. And the previous, so it's actually your own contemplation and happiness level with and without. So you may want to do pros and cons kind of thing. There. Previous chapter of your love story, what led up to now? Trust, which is a big one. You know, either what led up to now is either you've regained trust, reestablished trust, or have had a hard time trusting. So whatever just occurred, either way, trust was the issue on either side. And awakening. So what led up to now on your journey is awakening to maybe you need more trust, or awakening that you have more trust, or it can be your partner is awakening to trust this connection more, hence why they've come back for another cycle with you and want to start fresh, want to start anew. There's something about trust on either way and awakening to that fact. So I would say that because we're looking at a masculine, so I would say a lot of the people that you've come to this reading about have recently, in the recent past, led up to being able to trust this connection more, hence the return, hence the, you know, the confidence in wanting a fresh, new, clean slate start cycle, right? Which is kind of like, again, for me, the feeling of the Judgment card, starting over without past baggage, without past fears and stuff. So I feel like this person is, I feel like Spirit is telling you, what has led up to what the last chapter has been, what's been going on with this person more than perhaps yourself. They're saying both of you. For the person, I feel like they've awoken to more trust within the connection, but for you, I feel like you've woken up to more trust within yourself. And your ability to bring joy and happiness to yourself, and which kind of like is a bit of an oxymoron, if you call that, or what do they call that? So you're doing that within yourself, but then it awakens this person to the trust within the connection now, or they feel like they can trust you more in the connection, they can trust themselves to be more in the connection. So it's kind of like ironic in that way. It's kind of weird. So it's actually both of you have awakened to trust you more, you're trusting yourself more, and thus that has awoken the trust in this person in regards to you and the connection. So it's, again, an internal thing that you're writing the narrative, you've done the inner work, and then it's reflected to you in the outside world. So where are you in your love story present chapter? Where are you in your present chapter? and it's yes. So you're saying yes, perhaps to the connection or to life in general or your own happiness, however that yes resonates to you. But there's a resounding energy of positivity. So I feel like you're determined to be happy with or without, and that's the best place to be, and that's the good place to be for it to actually come back. Because when you're thinking that you can only be happy with one particular person, or it has to be this person, or it has to be this way, and you're unhappy without it, this is a hell no, right? So I feel like you've come to a place of yes,